Let's talk about travel insurance today. Big question, should you buy trip cancellation insurance or not? Yes, you should buy trip cancellation insurance. Most travel insurance packages come with it, in addition to medical insurance, evacuation insurance, baggage reimbursement. When you're planning your trip, it's smart to budget in the best travel insurance you can get. Now that being said, there are times to buy the most basic travel insurance possible. I'm traveling to Sri Lanka and I'm making some domestic Indian trips over the next 6 months. Do I need trip cancellation insurance for a $150 flight or a $100 flight? Or hotel bookings that I can already get refunded from? If you're taking a domestic trip, you might not need trip cancellation insurance. If you're only paying a few $100 and you're using a hotel booking app like booking.com that will refund you in advance, it may be worth not spending extra money for the best possible insurance. Statistics time. Value Penguin found that basic travel insurance being on average about $100, the best and most comprehensive travel insurance plans about $164 per month. So the question to ask yourself is it worth $64 more per month to have as much insurance as possible? Side note, I'm going to show you some companies where you can get travel insurance for as low as $37 a month or $80 a month that also has trip cancellation insurance. Now, one question is, how likely are you to actually use trip cancellation insurance? And while it's very difficult to figure that question out, the Journal of Travel Medicine did a study where they examined 850 claims from a popular Australian travel insurance company. 66% of those claims were medical claims. 33% were non-medical claims, such as theft, loss, damage, and cancellation. Now, we don't know exactly how many of those 33% were cancellation, but we can imagine it's a pretty low amount. However, still a significant amount, like let's say it's 10%. Is that worth spending an extra $60 or an extra $50 for the best possible insurance? What does trip cancellation insurance cover? Well, let's take a look at one of my favorite travel insurance companies, the one that I use, World Nomads. On their website, it says you can cancel a trip for these reasons.
When a physician certifies after examination and treatment that you or your travel companion aren't able to travel for medical reasons, a close family member gets sick or dies, you or your travel companion are being required to work, you must supply a notarized statement from your employer, your destination residence is no longer livable as a result of an unforeseen natural disaster, you or your travel companion are required to serve on a jury or subpoena within 10 days of departure, you or your travel companion are active military personnel and being called to emergency duty to provide relief in a natural disaster.
If you want to cancel for any other reason, it is not allowed. In fact, most policies have a number of exclusions and exceptions that will prevent you from getting a refund for your trip. For example, let's say you just don't feel like going anymore. You're seeing on the Weather Channel that the weather is not sunny and not nice. You can no longer afford the trip. A suicide attempt or self-inflicted injury to you or a family member is not covered. Mental illness or psychological disorders, pregnancy, childbirth, or abortion, civil unrest at the destination, substance abuse, illnesses, or crimes committed by you or your travel partner. However, some policies will offer you an option to upgrade to cancel for any reason, where you can get refunded with no questions asked. Now, obviously, these are going to cost you more money. Typically, it's 40 to 60% more expensive for this policy. I'd upgrade in a few scenarios. One, if I'm taking a trip with my new girlfriend, it may be in my best interest to have a refund policy to cancel for any reason. What if my work situation is unstable? I'm not sure if I'm still gonna have a job and I've invested thousands of dollars. Yeah, I might pay 40 or 60% more travel insurance to make sure I can get all that money back. Or let's say I just have a lot of pre-trip expenses. Let's say I'm going on a retreat. I'm booking a tour. I'm flying from the USA to India, which is over $1,000. I'm booking hotel costs that are expensive. I might want to ensure that I can have the best chance of getting all that money back, and in that case, cancel for any reason would be a good investment. If you're thinking of buying travel insurance, I personally recommend World Nomads. I've been using them for the last almost year and a half. Their price is less than the average price. I'm paying in the 80s per month for 6-month plans. I can renew it from India when many companies don't allow you to renew your insurance once you've started traveling. I can go on their website in a few minutes, purchase the insurance. They're recommended by other big travel companies like Lonely Planet and more. And they also cover more adventurous activities than most other travel companies. For instance, as I'm driving a rented scooter, I can get covered for any accidents that I'm involved in. If I'm going hiking, if I'm going scuba diving nearby, I can get covered for those adventurous activities when many travel insurance providers would not cover you for those. So look into World Nomads if you want an extensive travel coverage that's reasonably priced and can get you trip cancellation insurance as well. I have $2,500 of trip cancellation insurance, and if I upgraded my package, I could get up to $10,000 of coverage for my trip. Let's say I haven't convinced you that trip cancellation insurance is for you. Oh well, there's another good company that I'm thinking of working with called Safety Wing. Now they're a new company, but they're backed by Tokyo Marine, which has been a respectable insurance company for decades. What's great about Safety Wing is they do not have trip insurance, but they will cover you for important things. For instance, medical evacuation insurance. So if I were seriously hurt and needed to be flown back to the US, they would be paying $100,000 to make sure that happened and didn't drain my life savings account. Safety Wing also has benefits like you can pay every month. With World Nomads, I pay 6 months in advance. With Safety Wing, I would be paying every single month instead. So if I had to cut my trip short, I could save on those months. Safety Wing will also cover you if you fly back to your home country. So I would have 30 days of coverage every 90 days if I were to go back to the US, which would be huge if I wanted to go visit my family and not buy another travel insurance package. The best thing about Safety Wing is it's only $37 per month, which is extremely reasonable for the amount of coverage that you're getting. It's also very easy to sign up, and within a few minutes you could be covered right now. For most people, getting trip cancellation insurance is something they'll get with the plan, with the travel insurance they buy, and is a smart thing to do. If not, go with Safety Wing. If you want other travel tips, such as how do you avoid ATM fees while traveling, check out my video about that. And you can also read my blog at chinomad.com, where I post articles about how to get the most from your travels in India.